What's up guys, EJ here, back with another video, and it's going to be my DVD update for July 31st, 2012. So I'm a big fan of the Universal classic monster movies, you know, Dracula, Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, and so on, and also a couple of old school horror films like Freaks from 1932 and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, The Hunchback of Notre Dame from 1939, etc. But I wanted to expand my classic horror collection, so I picked up a bunch of movies this week, some double features, some box sets that I thought I'd show, and they're pretty interesting. I haven't seen most of these films, so I won't be able to talk about them in detail as much as I normally do. But yeah, so I've got 9 DVDs to show you, but there's like multiple films on these. So let's get straight into it. Up first, we have the Bela Lugosi collection, the franchise collection. It's a one-disc set with 5 movies on it, and the main reason I picked this up is it has 2 films that I've been dying to see for the longest time, and that's The Black Cat from 1934. It's the first film that starred both Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff. Yeah, that's what the inside looks like. It's 5 films. The Black Cat, and the other one is The Raven from 1935. Both movies are based on well, one's based on a short story by Edgar Allan Poe and a poem by Edgar Allan Poe. Of course, The Raven, famous poem. Been made a couple of times, most recently this year with John Cusack. And yeah, I've been dying to see these 2 films from the 30s with Bela Lugosi. Also features Murders in the Rue Morgue from 1930, I believe. The Invisible Ray from 1936, and Black Friday from 1940. And those 2 also, the latter 2 also star Boris Karloff. So that's the Bela Lugosi collection. Yeah, really looking forward to checking out The Black Cat and The Raven. 2 films I've heard a lot about over the years, but never had a chance to watch. Okay, put this back in. Up next, we have a double feature. One of these films has been on my wish list for a long time now, and that's Dead of Night from 1945. It's a classic British horror film from the 40s about a bunch of strangers who are gathered in an estate to tell supernatural tales. It's directed by 4 different directors, including Charles Crichton, Basil Dearden, Alberto Cavalcanti, and Robert Hamer. All famous British directors, except an Italian, of course. This is a very hard DVD to find. It's out of print. It was going for $99 new on Amazon. Used, it's like $30. I managed to pick it up on the eBay for about $30. It also features The Queen of Spades from 1949, which sounds like a pretty interesting film too, about a woman who makes a deal with the devil to win at cards. So yeah, Dead of Night and The Queen of Spades, double feature. Okay, up next, significant because this is the 2300th DVD or title in my collection, and it's a 4-disc set, 3 movies, and it's The Fly collection. The Fly from 1958, Return of the Fly from 1959, and The Curse of the Fly from 1965. It's a really nice set. It comes in these 4 slim cases, which are out of order. You got The Fly, The Curse of the Fly, and Return of the Fly, and 4th disc called The Fly Collection Disc of Horrors. Yeah, I mainly got this for The Fly from 1958, but I also check out the sequels as well. I know a lot of people are big fans of the 1980s The Fly with Jeff Goldblum, which I've never been a huge fan of, to be honest. Well, I have seen it, but yeah, I wanted to check out these classic The Fly films, especially the first one. So that's that. Okay, up next we have a Val Lewton horror double feature. Earlier this year I watched The Cat People, which is also produced by Val Lewton, and I also watched the sequel, Curse of the Cat People. I really enjoyed both those movies. So I picked this one up, and that's I Walked with a Zombie from 1943, and The Body Snatcher from 1945. Second one, of course, features Boris Karloff as a grave robber. So it's not really related to Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the 1956 sci-fi classic, or the 78 remake. But yeah, I enjoyed those Val Lewton produced films, and these are directed by Robert Wise. At least I Walked with a Zombie is, or no, The Body Snatcher is, and Jacques Tourneur, who directed Cat People, directed I Walked with a Zombie. So I'm really looking forward to checking these two out. Okay, up next, I have to thank my man Tyler for this. You all know Tyler from the GBU, the Good, Bad, Unusual. He told me that the Barnes & Noble Criterion sale was actually was going until the end of the month, yesterday I believe, which I didn't know. I thought it was just a couple of weeks, a week or two, and I did a Criterion haul. But I also decided to get this movie, and I used the Barnes & Noble 50% off sale to get it, and it's spine number 586, and it's the classic Island of Lost Souls from 1932, of course based on the Island of Dr. Moreau, directed by Eerie Kenton. Classic film starring Charles Lawton about bizarre and insane experiments on a remote island in the Pacific or the Caribbean, one of the two. 1932 Island of Lost Souls, the Criterion Collection edition. Okay, up next we have another Val Lewton double feature, and I mainly picked this up for one of these films, and that's Bedlam from 1946, and it also features Isle of the Dead from 1945, I believe. Yeah, Bedlam is about a woman who is investigating strange goings on at an insane asylum, and the head doctor eventually locks her up in the asylum. And both these movies star Boris Karloff as well. So looking forward to watching Bedlam for sure. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Isle of the Dead, not so much, but I'll watch it eventually. Okay, up next, another Val Lewton double feature, and I picked it up for one of the films on it, and that's The Leopard Man from 1943. But it also features The Ghost Ship, starring Richard Dix from 1943 as well. The Leopard Man's about a serial killer and a escaped leopard from a zoo. So that sounds very interesting. Also directed by Jacques Tourneur, and Mark Robeson directs The Ghost Ship. Reading up on The Ghost Ship, I haven't heard many good things about it. So much like the film Ghost Ship from 2002, which I sort of enjoy. The opening scene's awesome from that movie, but it's not a great film. And according to this, The Ghost Ship with Richard Dix isn't a great film either, but I'll check it out because I like stories about the sea and ghosts, so I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. So those are the three Val Lewton double features I picked up. Also, I picked up Not technically a double feature, but it says it on the cover, and that's Curse of the Demon and Night of the Demon. And the main reason I picked this up is Night of the Demon. It's basically the same film, two different versions of the same film. Night of the Demon from 1957 is a classic British horror film. And the Curse of the Demon is the U.S. theatrical cut. And tell you how big a difference there is between the two movies. Night of the Demon is 95 minutes running time, and Curse of the Demon, the U.S. re-edited version, is only 82 minutes. So that's 13 minutes cut out of the original film. So I'm really looking forward to checking out Night of the Demon. I know there's another more modern title called Night of the Demon, which I haven't seen or really heard of, but I know it's out there. But I'm really looking forward to this one. Okay, last but not least, like I said in the opening, I like the Universal classic monster movies, and this is part of the Universal Studios Classic Monster Collection, Phantom of the Opera from 1943, starring Claude Rains. Of course, it doesn't surpass the 1925 silent classic with Lon Chaney, but I've always enjoyed this film. So yeah, Phantom of the Opera, the Universal Classic Monster Collection. So there you go. 9 discs, some box sets, some double features, classic horror movies, some the 30s, 40s and 50s. Let me know if you've seen any of these films in particular. I'm really looking forward to checking some of these out, because I wanted to expand my classic horror collection. All you horror buffs out there should appreciate this update. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.